Hi, I'm Azanzi Jiomekong. I'm from the University of Yaoundé One in Cameroon, and in this video, I'm presenting our work entitled Food Information Engineering. This is a joint work with Allard, Soren, Anna-Lena, and Lars from TIB. Food information engineering involves the collection of food data. This is chemical data from chemical analysis or from domain expert, the organization of this data. Of course, during this organization, some insight can come in which, for example, which kind of information should be collected, which additional information should be collected, the storage of the information in databases or knowledge graph, the processing of these data, for example, for analysis, the quantity of nutrient that a person have taken, and this information can also be used to organize, to restructure the data and the dissemination of this information to different stakeholders for several purposes, such as food manufacturing, food recommendation, for example, to people in diet. And of course, during the use of information, some insight on how this information should be disseminated can be identified. For example, in developing countries, the dissemination using mobile phone were identified as the best way of disseminating food information. In this work, we aim to cover the whole aspect of food information engineering from the collection of food data to the use of food data. This was done in two phases. The first phase consists of exploratory phase. During the exploratory phase, our goal was to identify key research questions in the food information engineering domain and to review these key research questions. Then the systematic literature review phase consists of continue to review the key research questions that were identified during the exploratory phase, but also to identify new research questions and to document these research questions. Then to this end, these are some examples of key research questions that were identified. For example, how food knowledge are semantically described, how machine learning techniques are used for food information processing, and we use the Open Research Knowledge Graph as a computer assistant tool for organizing these knowledge. We mainly use the semantic description of research paper. This consists of, for each research paper, to identify key insight, key information that are in this research paper, and to organize this information um, in using the ORKG contribution editor, and at the end to compare this contribution. And of course, this was done collaboratively by discussing with colleagues, etc. Then globally, the first step consists of knowledge elicitation. During this phase, scientific papers are read, key insights are extracted from these scientific papers. And these key insights are used either for identifying the template that can be used to semantically describe these key insights. A template is a conceptual model, is a form that is used that contains the main properties that researchers use to compare research papers and to make comparison table as the comparison table that we usually use in have in scientific papers. Then once we identify the template or build template, we use this template to create contribution, and we compare this contribution and we write smart review. Then the main innovation in this work is the proposition to move from review 1.0 consisted of static scientific papers on structure and pseudo-digitalized that are hardly processable by machine and difficult to process by artificial intelligence, and that is understandable by human, but only readable by computer. The idea is to extract this knowledge, this key insight, this research contribution from papers, and to organize in a research knowledge graph, and we call this review 3.0 because this is a semantic review in which the different key information in the research papers are extracted and linked together. To this end, we use the neuro-symbolic open research knowledge graph. Then knowledge in this, and thus knowledge is given a well-defined meaning, and all these resources are described using the resource description framework. Then the main results are presented in the ORKG, in the Food Information Engineering Observatory. You can scan this QR code to access to this observatory. And this observatory contains the papers, the comparison tables, the visualization, of the the comparison table of the different papers and the comparison of several aspects using visualization. Then I'll take now several examples. Then the image data set, the image data set, for example, aims to describe scientific papers that are related to image data. Then we have the name, the year, etc. Then this is an example of a comparison table that compare the different food image data set. Then then you can see that from the acquisition, it compared the different food image data set from the acquisition. This is white acquisition from canteen and white, the annotation, the data source, the research problem, the license of the data set. Some are proprietary, some are public, the method that were used, the name of the data set, and also the year. Then we provide this food information engineering review. The aim of this review is to be a central document from which other review are going to be connected. For example, how food data are collected, how food data are organized, how food data are processed, and how food data are used. Then in this example, we want to show how we can update and review and publish a new version. This is a food composition table of Cameroon. It compares the different papers related to food composition tables. Then in this work, we added the discussion and conclusion, but it is not yet published. As you can see here, it is not yet published. Then we want to publish this review and add new author. Then to publish this review, I have to edit, to click on the publish button. The first thing that I want to do is to add additional authors. Then I'm going to add Soren Auer. Then I'm going to add another author. Then I can save now. I have new authors in my review. Then I want to publish this new version. I forgot to add the first author. Then I want to add another author. Then to publish this review, I just have to click on the publish button. I can assign a DOI to review. And here I can provide the description. And then I can just click on the publish button and my review is published. And this review can be edited by any person who wants to add new information in the review and publish again. Thank you for your attention.